Okay, for our very special show match, one game, winner takes all, $1 million. It is Gomdor, who is our reigning champ as of right now, our Terran King, the Lord of all Terrans. It is Gomdor.
Boing, boing, boing.
Middle left position, 9 o'clock. And at the top left, he's our previous king. I don't know if he actually went to bed or not, but he is the one who had recently lost his throne, and it is the hashtag let Dewalt play at 11 o'clock.
Boing, boing, boing.
As Pink Protoss, I like it. And an advanced pylon.
Before we discuss when as the game starts going, so a couple of questions. Replays.
What about him?
Are we gonna share them? Are we gonna? So that's what next Manu is asking. What we've decided is, if you are subbed to us, then we'll be more than happy to share the replays. Obviously, it'd be on the honor system where you don't go distributing it. But yeah, if you're subbed to him, then we'd be more than happy to distribute them.
Yeah.
And the next question is 2 more matches for $50. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't really care, but I think Gomdor is at the point where it's so late. He's just asking to go to sleep now. So I think this has to be the last game. So whether we make this a $50 game or a $100 game, and we see Dewalt going for a proxy, so we can't talk for long.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna see it though? No, he's not.
Sorry, I was right-clicked on the probe. Yeah, I think I won't speak for Dizzy, but I'd guess for Dizzy that he might be feeling a little bit tired because I'm feeling kind of tired, and also just like with my wife and kid being back home, that's the other follow-up to it. Dude, this is crazy because he's okay. Anyway, so I think this will have to be the last one. If you guys want to raise the stakes on the win, you can, but that's okay. We can. I feel like we're getting into that gambling territory where the wallet's been opened and then they're just like, let's just let's go all out. And I think Gomdor is probably the most tired. Gomdor and or Dewalt are probably the most tired out of anyone, just because he's been on a streak. He's on an onslaught. So I think this will be it. And it's not cannons, it's a shield battery. Good for Dewalt. It's coming into handy. So what do you got to say?
Yeah, I don't think he can fully commit to this because I think Gomdor with the bunker up isn't going to take too much damage. Now he can build a forge and then eventually slowly start inching his way forward and try and deny the factory for as long as he can when it does start to go up, so he can prevent the cannons from getting sniped. But yeah, he's gonna have to micro very wisely, and I think the moment he loses a zealot or two is gonna be the tipping point.
Zealot attack the SCV. Okay, that's fine. He needs all the zealots here. That tricky SCV though, man, it can build a barracks. We can return to our current form. Oh, but it's a cybernetics core, so it could be dragoons or it could be going into DTs as well. I'm projecting maybe a little bit too far, but it's something that's possible. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, the shield battery is working great right now. I would like to see another shield battery because eventually the mana will run out for the shield. But you don't want to overextend too much with the zealot right now. Thankfully, he's only lost one.
Yeah.
And he hasn't missed a macro cycle yet. You see 3 zealots always coming in, so...
He keeps killing the SCV that's building the bunker, and then he has to cancel it. It's very good play.
Yeah, so he sort of won this initial engagement. Now, the cannon actually does out-micro or out-range the bunker, so if he actually inches it ever so slightly, I'd imagine he can get it. But obviously, that's at the assumption that he's not attacking with his marines, but let's see what tech he decides to take.
I should have known. Who, Terran or Dewalt?
Robotics facility.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I saw the Citadel, or I saw the Cybernetics course, I was like, maybe he'll go DTs. But it's Dewalt, Of course it's gonna be a Reaver. He's gonna push it. So this is like, if you're to cannon rush Zerg, and you build yourself a little corner, and then you proxy your robo base, so you can get after their SCVs. Oh, this is tricky. He's gonna get like an SCV or two, maybe. Gomdor's micro is still really, really good. Woo! Oh, goodness gracious, 3.
Yeah, 3 SCVs sort of forced that gas to stop mining for a second. Just something to get him to sort of respect him, I think. Good play. Now he's sort of going to have to start building cannons widely around, because as the tank comes out, you're just going to, at that point, delay. Wise play by Dewalt. You're seeing him now scout around the map. He knows about the fire bats. If
Yeah.
if the barracks were to be landing, it would be this timing right here. So
Ooh, he's gonna get that SCV doing the engineering bay too.
yeah, just anything to pause him, because right now it's really a matter of time. So
He could start targeting down this machine shop. I think if he went down across the bottom, he would have range where that bunker wouldn't. He could do damage to it, but I don't know if he's actually really scouted it, or if he has, I don't know if he's thought about it too much. But I think it's probably too late at this point, and that, well, as I say it, I mean, we're still on a minute delay. He's only going down for the shield battery. He probably could have stopped siege from starting. He might be able to still get, like, maybe the academy and some. Okay, he's gonna go for it. He might still be able to get it, but I doubt it. Especially these Marines coming down. It was very scary.
yeah, he's still want to be careful with that tank though, because with the Reaver, it could still get in there. And oh no!
Reaver.
Oh, great heal on the shield battery! Great heal on the shield battery! It survived for so long. He did lose a decent amount of dragoons for it, but he lost a lot. Gomdor lost so many Marines from trying to take that Reaver down.
True. Dude, that Reaver even staying alive just so the cannons could chew up those Marines, that might have been worth it as well. That almost maybe does the same amount of damage. I don't know what the math is on that, but 1 Reaver shot or 2 Reaver shots compared to just 4 cannons obliterating a Terran army.
And
That
great
was
play right there was that he actually used both shield batteries at the same time, so he had the awareness to just go back and forth. And meanwhile, Gomdor is still at just 1 single tank. And I think if Dewalt is aggressive enough, oh, he doesn't want to lose that Reaver. Not yet. Not yet. He's trying to desperately, but the goon blocked him. The goon blocked him.
The betrayal.
Oh, he had right now. Gomdor has so few units. If that Reaver was able to just pick away at that bunker, pick away at those buildings, it would have been huge. But working off of 1 robotics facility, oh, it's gonna take a while to get that Reaver back.
Is it worth it to build a shuttle? Because now I could see why a shuttle. Oh my gosh, it's so weird to watch the shields just go right back up on that Dragoon. You didn't waste any time. And you ever see shield batteries being made, so this is just a unicorn of a game in of itself. Oh, he's
I think
finally
the
at that range.
I think as soon as he gets the 2nd robotics facility up, that's when he can build the shuttle. I think right now his important sort of priority is going for the Reaver. He's getting a decent amount of scouting done, seeing what he has above the 9 o'clock base, and I'm sure he sees no turrets, so this is his cue to sort of go for the shuttle probably and start trying to pick away at the SCVs on the left side along the gas.
Yeah, that's true too.
There it goes.
Now there's a siege tank, so if he can maybe start targeting down that siege tank with, oh, I know what he wants to do. He's trying to get these SCVs so that he can obviously fly in more unimpeded, but 1 turret's going to go up, both Dragoons go down. He could still send that shuttle in. He could theoretically send in a shuttle in from the top too if he wanted. He's got almost nothing at home, just a 2nd Nexus and a Robo Bay, which is important. And he's going for that turret again, even though it might cost him both Dragoons. Oh, I don't even think he's going to get it. Oh, he did. Good for him. All right, there's that shuttle.
He pulls the SCVs wisely. He gets a decent amount, 3 SCVs right there. But all of his SCVs have been pulled. Oh, nice.
Maybe 6-ish.
Yeah, he got as much as he could, despite the pull.
Not bad, honestly. Not bad. More gateways coming up at home. He's got that cannon since forever to make sure that there's no barracks and fire bats in his own base. He even has the other spotter pylon just to save the Protoss learn quick. And all of his important tech buildings are at his main. It does kind of suck to lose his forward base that he had, but not all is lost. They're pretty even, I'd say.
Yeah, I
Slight
think
edge
this is also a good point to start building some cannons at the mid, maybe, so that later on, if it comes to a situation where Gomdor starts to come out, he can't just willy-nilly A-move out. He sort of has to slowly siege out if needed. But I think Dewalt is just opting for a more aggressive style where he's just trying to get his units out, maybe just try and pick apart the tanks. I wonder, based on the gateways, if he's just looking to bust, sort of like what he saw with Azzy. I'm not sure if he's been watching the games, but it's clearly a possibility that could work.
True. There's no bunkers up yet. He's supply blocked majorly though.
So we get to see some nice Dewalt Reaver micro, and it's always a beauty to watch. Fat shots, and Gomdor just took out one of his bunkers. I feel like that could have helped in this specific instance. Oh, he lost the Reaver. I think it's too many Marines right now to actually try and deal damage. He may need to push out to avoid getting counter pushed right now.
Yep, time to leave. If you want any chance of not just having him swing it right back at you, time to go.
Right.
That looked scary for a second.
Yeah, if he had lost that Reaver, that would have been big trouble, considering at that point, Gomdor would have just walked up to his 4 gateways at the front and just taken them down with no resistance.
And we are at the point in the game where Gomdor does... Ooh, look at that, he just comes right back in with the shuttle.
I think it was being a little too ambitious there with that. I think with the number of Marines he has something to he needs something to sort of distract him.
He could have saved that shuttle, because this is what I was going to say before. Now we're to the point where Terran, eventually, when these dropships figure out their life, they have dropships so they can start putting tanks up on the top, and we've seen how lethal those can be. Sucks to lose these gateways. Like you said, it would have been cool if he had some cannons just to slow down the push even a little bit, but this is a very, very scary looking Terran.
Yeah, one very neat little thing is I don't know if this is intentional or what, but very subtle play right there was Gomdor actually sent in 2 Marines to see where exactly his zealots were, or if he had an army. I guess to avoid an ambush or to see exactly what he's dealing with against. And after he saw, sort of the army size that the wall has, I think now he realizes this is the time to push. So before the gateways can actually be fully operational, I think this is the one timing that Gomdor has to deal huge amounts of damage. And let's see if the storms are done.
Well,
the Reaver shots.
Any energy, but yeah, the Reaver is really.
So that was a fat Reaver shot.
That's a fat Reaver shot too.
These Reavers are keeping him in the game right now.
It's so true. If only he had like a
this one Reaver.
Okay, the almost has 2 more storms, but reinforcements from Terran. It's a parade push, days of old from StarCraft 2. Oh my gosh!
That storm! Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you storm the AI, and it just walks towards you into the storm. GG.
There it is, GG.
Great try by Dewalt.
That looked good. He had some moments, man. GG.